Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Seems like the T plan is already coming into place, or rather the Safe T Act. It's going to be taking on to a great new heights, apparently. Well, this is the reality that we're being in. Take a look at this. 25 shot in Chicago. 6 killed. We'll be going over it. Explaining kind of why this is happening. Take a look.
Place, and it's sad, especially this time of year.
Lost a fourth person fighting for her life. It all stemmed from what police say was a fight inside a Portage Park bar around 2:30 Sunday morning.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to the families of everybody involved that lost loved ones and the people that are still fighting for their lives.
Police say the altercation spilled out from Vera Lounge onto the street, and that's when a suspect started shooting, hitting the 4 victims.
At this point, all we know is the subject fled the vehicle in a vehicle, a dark SUV, from the scene here.
Those killed include a 50-year-old man, a 26-year-old man, and a 24-year-old woman. A 25-year-old woman was also taken to the hospital after she was shot in the head.
I'm not surprised to hear what happened because ever since this business came up, Vera, the neighborhood has been changing.
So yeah, pretty intense, right? We have here Chicago shootings, 25 shots, 6 fatally in weekend gun violence across city, police say. At least 6 people were killed and 19 others were wounded in the shootings across Chicago since Friday evening. Gunfire broke out outside a Belmont Crag bar early Sunday, killing 3 people and wounding a woman. So, it goes on to say here, hours later, people were hospitalized after a shooting and crash on the city's west side. Chicago police said a 44-year-old man was inside a vehicle in the West Garfield neighborhood's 200 block of South Carolina Avenue at about 8 o'clock a.m. When an SUV stopped near him, police said 3 people exited the SUV and started firing at the man. The victim, who suffered multiple gunshot wounds, drove away before striking another vehicle in the first block of North Avenue, police said. He was then transported to Mount Sinai Hospital in critical condition. 3 other people, all female, were injured in the crash and taken to Loretto Hospital, police said. Authorities did not immediately provide information about their conditions. No one is in custody, and Area 4 detectives are investigating. A man was shot to death Friday night in Bronzeville on the south side. The man, 36, was on the sidewalk about 8:20 p.m. in the first block of East 40th Street when he was shot in the chest, police said. He was taken by his friends to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. On Saturday, a woman was shot to death while driving in the Belmont Gardens neighborhood on the northwest side just after 1 a.m. Felicia Cortez, 27, was driving in the 2700 block north of Pulaski Road when someone in another car began to shoot at her, according to police and the Cook County Medical Examiner's office. Cortez lost control of the car and crashed into a nearby dumpster, with the vehicle then going up in flames. She was pronounced dead at the scene. A man was shot to death Saturday night in Roseland on the south side. The man, 32, was in an alley about 7 p.m. off the first block of West 105th Street when someone opened fire, police said. He was shot in the chest and face and was pronounced dead at the scene. Police said his name hasn't been released. So, what we're seeing here is just a massive, crazy murder and death happening in Chicago. This is just fact. And the mere fact that we have these issues that is insanity. So obviously we see that that this is not banning assault weapons is not going to solve this issue, right? It's not, or any type of weapon for that matter, because they already have a very heavy restriction on guns in Chicago, and there's just still a massive amount of gunfire happening. Again, another thing as well is that they don't name these people that were killed. They don't name the actual ethnicity of the actual people that committed the crime and the people that did not commit the crime. That the victims, they don't tell the actual skin tone or ethnicity of these people because they're most likely black. And they won't tell these type of stories or anything to people because, well, guess what? It doesn't fit the narrative. As I've said before, we have a massive problem with crime. Yeah, but Chicago is also the leading factor here. But here's the thing: we have so many single parent moms. True fact. We have the media telling them that it's okay to be a single parent mom. It's 100% okay, and then we reap the horrible negative benefits of all of it. If we want to see the statistics of actual single mother moms, we can, and it's not in a good light, to where a lot of them end up raising honestly terrible children. We don't have very much statistics on single parent fatherhood homes, because majority of the time women get the custody of the children. So it's hard to get an actual real good statistic going for single fathers, because, well, the majority of the time women get them. So the statistics are not going to be as accurate. However, I will say that the statistics showing that less both women and men in single father homes are, well, less likely to commit crimes and do all the other negative stuff. This, however, though, is, as I said before, that's up in the air, because I don't think there's not enough statistics or enough, I guess, a sample size, I guess you could say, of that being the case, where there's plenty of sample sizes of single mothers. And we need to solve this problem, and I think the one thing to solve the problem is to honestly get rid of social media, because that's one big thing that I think that needs to be solved, is removing social media from these places, so that way women are not being manipulated upon in that regard. Maybe tell women that it's not okay to go sleep around or be a single parent mom or treat men like garbage. That might be a great start. And if we keep on doing this type of stuff here, maybe we might see some type of improvement. But of course, if you say that there's single parent moms are the problem, single mother moms are the problem or whatever, you'll be labeled a misogynist. You'll be outcasted by the media and all this other stuff, and we want to say we want to solve the issues, but we're never actually solving the issues. We got to tackle everything at once, and tackle all the things that are leading to these extra other problems. Sometimes problems are led down to other problems that are escalating this issue. So I think if we tackle these one issues here, we'll solve the other issues here. We have to do it one at a time, but I think we can do it. But this is a battle against the media, and you have to talk about these issues. You have to, because if we don't, our society will crumble. It will fall into pieces, and we have to solve the problem. All right, guys. That's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.